Hi guys, and welcome to a new video. When I post this video, it's gonna be Monday the 30th of December, so we only have one more day left of the year. And I started doing this last year, and I've had some other reflection videos, and I figured this was a great time. So some reflections on 24 and some fun stuff and fun plans that's coming for 25 is what I figured I would share today. And yeah, here we go. Okay, I think my top 3 list for 24, it's probably a little bit boring, but either way, here we go. My number 1 is probably all the stuff that I've learned. I've learned so much about myself this year, and I also feel like I've learned a lot, like skill-wise. I've developed my sewing, I've developed at work, I've developed, like I said, I've gotten to know myself a lot better, so that is definitely my number 1. I think this sounds so cliche, but like getting older, I kind of like wish that I could go back and like hug myself a little, my teenage and 20s, and just be like, it's not you, or you know, it's you, but you'll figure it out. And listen a lot more to your body, listen a lot more inwards. So I think 24 was just, 23 was a tough year, and 24 was just, it was also a tough year, but it was the year where I felt like I started to reap what I've sown with all of the inner work that I have been doing. Yeah, I haven't talked to you too much to you guys about that. If you follow the channel for a while, then you know that I'm also a certified coach. I'm very, very interested in everything that has to do with emotional intelligence, team building, goal setting, and I guess communication. So yeah, that has been it's been a fantastic year for that, and I'm very grateful for it. Second thing, this year was the first year in a long time where I almost, I have to say, I can't with 100% like hand on heart say that I switched off during my vacation, but I did a lot more unplug during my vacation. So I think the second thing on my list was being present, like in everyday moments, but especially taking the time to rest. And therefore, my second moment is the Croatia trip. I'll put in some pictures from that here, but it was just such an amazing trip, and it's like a very clear moment, or a very tangible moment for the whole being present thing. The only thing I regret, of course, was that my kiddo wasn't on the vacation with us, but still, it was such a good trip. A symbol of this whole like take some rest, be present, travel, feel the world. So yes, that is my number 2. For the number 3 thing, I'm actually a bit torn. Like, I have so many things that I want to bring up, but I don't know what to bring up. Maybe I'll just do a little bit of a, improv honorable mentions as my number 3. I grew a lot in here. I'm so grateful for each and every one of you who comes back in here every Monday and look at me documenting my life and sharing my thoughts and sharing the DIYs and sharing everything that goes on. I'm also super grateful that I picked up a little bit better this year on like my personal health. So trying to be a lot more, not necessarily active, but more like conscious and comfortable, actually, moving a lot around. So done a lot more ice bathing, started running, started maybe not eating healthier, but eating more healthy food. So in addition to all of the junk food that I eat, I also eat a bit more clean. That kind of happened on its own. I didn't really expect to have cravings for more healthy food, but I did somehow. So That has also been one. And then I can't do this list without mentioning Johannes. I'm so proud of him. He's growing into the funniest human being I've ever known. He is cheeky, he is funny, he is kind. He is really picking up on like all of the languages that he is exposed to. He's had some difficulties that he's overcome this year. I don't know. On his own, he's just, you know, a full-blown number one on this list, obviously. But I also feel like, you know, as a parent, I take some pride in as well, prioritizing myself and my needs. So this video is about me and not about him. If it was, it would be all about him, but yeah. And then I can't mention him without mentioning my husband and our little family, and we've just had such a good year. So that feels very, very fulfilling that that's what's happening. Like I said, there's been so much other good stuff going on. So I'm making this video like completely improvised, and therefore I don't really have anything that comes really top of mind now. But I think the overall sense for like the year has been, you know, it's been tough, but it's been positive. So thank you, 24, for that. I don't really feel like I want to follow up all of that positivity list with like any downs or anything. I also actually don't feel like I have any super top of mind. So I mentioned growth in the beginning, and I'm still in a state where I have to be very mindful and be very aware of to not like exhaust myself and sign up for too many things. It's like the extroverted me wants to sign up for everything, and then every now and then the introverted me comes along and goes like, what the F? But yeah, no, I don't really have any super negative things on my list for 24, which is amazing in on its own. It's been such a good year. I hope you've had a good year as well. Okay, let's move into 25, but before we do that, I did actually think about one thing that wasn't too positive about 24 that I want to try and change in 25. So let's say that those two are interlinked. Screen time. I feel like I had way too much screen time, and it's almost like a thing that I really took control over, and then now have lost a little bit of control over again. So if that makes sense. I think and hope that that makes sense, and I also suspect that there might be a few of you out there who could resonate with that. But yeah, screen time. So looking at 25, I kind of hope to repeat 24, but with a lot more growth and a lot more learnings. We have so many exciting things coming up. I'm very excited for just now for the holidays, all the stuff that we're doing, hanging out with family. And then also next video I think will be our holidays, but shortly after that we are starting quite the big project at home. So I feel like we're starting the project, or starting 2025 with like renewal. We are going to redo big elements of our apartment. We're going to redo the kitchen and redo the bathrooms, so I'll take you along for that, I promise. For the kitchen, here are some pictures from my mood board of that, and that is something that will happen in Q1, so very excited for that. And also here are some mood board and pictures for the bathrooms. I'm thinking like micro cement and colors, and we live in an apartment that when we bought it was new build. It's still obviously new then if you compare to many other apartments and houses, but we've still lived here for like 8 years, and we have a toddler, and let's just say the apartment is in need of a facelift. just today, before making this video, our washing machine also broke down. So I think it's definitely time. It's like a sign, and I'm excited for the creative process that goes into creating a new kitchen, creating new bathrooms, switching out a few of our bigger furniture pieces in the living room and the office. So yeah, a lot will be happening on the home front. And then I mentioned vacation in my top list for 24, and I want to keep that in mind for 25 as well. So there will be ski trip coming, there will be birthday trips coming, there will be summer vacations coming, and yeah, I'm just excited for it. Anyway, I feel like this was not super specific. I also know that like personal development and growth and personal journeys can get a bit fluffy to talk about unless it's something that you might be able to connect to or relate to because you're on a journey like that of your own. If you're curious about any of it, or if you have questions about anything that I've mentioned, please feel free to drop a comment. Also happy to pick up on any of these subjects individually in future videos, so you're super welcome to do that. Yeah. On the note of kitchen and creativity, I think I'm gonna let creativity be the last word of today. I'm excited for a 25 with a lot of creativity. Continued DIYs, redoing the apartment, more creative freedom, hopefully, probably at work, and just, leaning into that side of myself, because that's also usually where I feel the most happy and the most like in zen. Whenever I indulge in something, it needs to be a bit creative for me to really get in the zone. So, all right. Well, once again, thank you, 24. I feel like it was a pleasure. It was really nice having you. I'm really happy about the life subscription that 24 had. And I would like to resubscribe for 25, actually. So may that be my last words for 2024. Happy holidays, happy new year, and see you in 2025. Bye.